Welcome to the Big Success Show. Today, 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success.
Big Success with the Professor and Mary-Lynn.
What do you want to accomplish in the new year?
Today, we'll share 3 tips to help you design and refine the goals you want to achieve.
Hi, I'm George the Professor.
And I'm Mary-Lynn.
Dr. Shane Lopez is the world's leading researcher on hope. Now, Mary-Lynn, I have to say, out of all the things you could study, I would think one of the most fulfilling would be studying hope.
You can't get much higher than that, can you?
Oh, that's a natural beginning, right? And he says that goal setting and hope have a lot to do with each other.
I hope that I'll lose weight this year.
Yes.
I've been doing that for years. It doesn't work.
Well, maybe we're going to learn why.
All right. There's a connection that's missing.
That's right.
In an interview with the University of Minnesota, Dr. Lopez says, hope is the leading indicator of success in relationships, academics, career, and business, as well as of a healthier and happier life.
But it requires 3 types of thinking all working together. And we've put our big spin.
That's big with 2 G's.
We've put our big spin on the labels by making them all start with a W.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Life Purpose Quiz. Ready to unlock your potential? Try our Life Purpose Quiz. It's free and will help you understand how satisfied you are with your life. Plus, you'll get our 7 Signals Guide and Life Purpose Workbook for deeper insights. Take the Life Purpose Quiz at bigsuccess.com/LPQ.
Now, before we move on, one more thing about Dr. Lopez. He's written this wonderful book about his research called Making Hope Happen. Create the future you want for yourself and others. And the thing I love about that book is create the future you want. And that's so entrepreneurial. You know, that's exactly what entrepreneurs do. And so by connection, I'm logically going to say then hope has a lot to do with entrepreneurship.
It does. It's and that entrepreneur mindset. Mm-hmm. So let's pull out the professor's whiteboard for 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success.
I'm thinking, Mary-Lynn, I got to get around to cleaning out that closet. You can only hope, Mary-Lynn.
That's a good one. So 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success. Number 1, and we said that we're keeping these all into as W's. So number 1, think what?
What do you want to change? What do you want to improve? What do you want to make better? Dr. Lopez calls this goals thinking. You define what you want by starting with where you are.
That's funny because I'm working with a personal coach.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying, because with business and everything, I always put off exercising. And I came to realize that I need a coach to help motivate me, somebody that I have to answer to. And, you always kind of lament, I can't believe that I've let myself get this far, away from exercise. But his encouraging words are always start with where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Actually, that brings relief.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stress over where I wish I was or where I was a few years ago. I just focus on where I am now and grow from there. So start with where you are. I think that's really powerful. We're talking about 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success. And number 2 is think ways. So think about your what long and hard until you discover many ways to get it.
Very good, Mary-Lynn. Dr. Lopez calls this pathways thinking. If there's only one way to reach your goal, you may want to rethink it. You need contingency plans.
So don't think way, think ways.
Very good, Mary-Lynn. And not waves.
Right.
Not waves, ways, W-A-Y-S.
Very important distinction.
Exactly.
3 types of thinking for goal-setting success. Number 3, think wherewithal. Dr. Lopez calls this agency thinking. So can you give us a little bit more on that, Professor?
Well, for a goal to be achievable, you have to foster the proper attitudes and marshal the necessary resources. Do you have the means to achieve what you want? If not, can you get them?
Well, that's incredibly entrepreneurial. We talk about
It
that
is.
all the time.
Absolutely.
What resources are at my disposal? What do I need? How do I get the resources I don't have?
And once again, we said time and time again on this podcast, but whether you ever plan to own your own business and be an entrepreneur in the traditional sense of the word, you're seeing in this conversation on hope and 3 ways of thinking, how important entrepreneurial thinking is in today's world.
Yes. And just continuing on with this wherewithal thinking, you also have to think about your time and energy.
Absolutely.
Will you commit the time, effort, and energy to get what it is you've determined you want? And if you can't say yes honestly and enthusiastically, then pick another goal.
Absolutely right. Because otherwise it's just not significant enough, right? It goes beyond you, though. For example, what about money? Will it take an investment of money to get what you want? If so, do you have it? If not, do you know where you can get it? Or do you know someone who would know?
Again, very entrepreneurial.
Absolutely.
And then you're also going to want to think about your own strengths and weaknesses. You know, entrepreneurs do the SWOT analysis all the time in determining their place in the marketplace. So think about your own SWOT analysis. Are there skills required for what it is you want to do that you don't have? If so, will you commit to developing them? Or do you know somebody who has them? Are they available to help you? And then that may push you back up to the money question now. How much will it cost to get their help?
These 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success work interdependently. You need the full combination to unlock hope so that you move forward to your goals for big success.
And that's big with 2 G's.
You better believe it.
Now, most people sort of whimsically think about the what, and even fewer go to the next 2.
Yeah, because that's where you should make the greatest investment in determining the ways and making sure that you have the wherewithal to achieve your goals.
Let's review the 3 types of thinking for goal-setting success. And remember, we put them in W's so that it's easy to remember. Think what. What do you want to change? Think ways. In what ways can you achieve that goal? And think wherewithal. Do you have what you need to achieve the goal?
And here's another big spin.
Oh, that's big with 2 G's.
You better believe it. The big spin is why. Why? Before you proceed past the what to goal setting for your big success, think about your motivation for your goal. Your why gives you the resiliency you'll need to keep pushing when things get tough, and it leads to big success.
Are your goals aligned with your why? Take our free life purpose quiz to make sure. You'll find it at Big Success. That's big with 2 G's, success.com.
And we thank you for listening today.
Until next time,
Here's to your big success.
Find big success at biggsuccess.com.